Good morning and welcome to Godwin Tech. As usual, we cover anything that has to do with tech videos in this channel. And today I'm going to walk you through on resources, which is one of the tabs in Microsoft Exchange. Okay, so Microsoft Exchange is one of the major software made available in the business package. Okay, so if you are using a business package that has Exchange as one of them and you're a beginner, you may like to know how to use it. And here I'm going to cover how to use resources tab. Okay, the first is to access the Exchange Admin Center online. So and you can access that by visiting the link https://admin.exchange.microsoft.com. So let me just type it. I've already opened my browser, so I will type the URL there. Admin. Okay, see it here. So admin.exchange.microsoft.com. So I'll click on that. Okay, it requires me to sign in. So this is the sign in page. Okay, so I can decide, okay, use a different route. No, let me just go with this. I can say skip this. So I'll be signed into my Exchange. While I'm signed into the platform automatically without requiring me to enter my password and email address is because I'll be using this system to sign into the Exchange account. Okay, so I have saved my password there, so that's why I moved into it automatically. So this is Godwin Tech. So but if you are using it for the first time in your browser, you need to sign in, okay, with your Exchange email address and your password, okay, for the business package. All right, this is resources, so I'll click on resources. All right, so just for your information, resources has to do with objects or items you have in your organization or company that can be booked by the users of the company. It is a unique type of mailbox. All right, so here under these resources, which I have clicked on, by this side you have two types, which is room resource and equipment resource. Okay, all right, let me just explain what this room resource is all about. Room resource is a mailbox, okay, that is assigned to a physical location such as a conference room, an auditorium, or a training room. Okay, say for example, now you own a company or the admin of this company, just as I have logged in, and inside this company there is a room whereby a conference room or auditorium where people can gather to to maybe have some trainings. You get the point? So a user can decide to book that auditorium or that conference room, but before then, you as the administrator or the owner of the company needs to create the room here. So once you create the room, people can then now book in. Your users can now book that space. So once they book the space, you get a notification whether that somebody, one of your users or one of your employees have booked that space. So it's left for you now to give the permission, that so and so date to choose is vacant. So let's just get it practically. So now let me walk you through on how to create a room resource mailbox. For you to do that, you click on add a room resource. Okay, now here you are going to type the name. Okay, let's say conference hall 1. Conference hall 1. Maybe I have many conference halls. Okay, conference halls. So I can decide to just name this one 1. Okay, all right. Resource email address. This is choosing automatically based on what you fill here. As you can see that I fill conference hall 1. When I click on this spot to fill the resource email address, it's already inserted automatically. So come here, select domain. That will be godwintech on microsoft.com. Then you click on next button. This will take us to the next page. All right. Here, set properties for this scheduled resource. Okay. Now you are to insert the capacity of this hall that you are creating. Let's say the capacity is let's say 500. Can accommodate 500 people. 500. Location, you can fill it. Okay. New York. All right, that's New York. So these details here, they are not primary, so they are not basic. So you can still fill them. You can still leave them. So let's just save ourselves the time. So get the next page. Okay. Now booking window days. That means the number of days the user have to inform you ahead of. Okay. So you can change this maybe. So the days you need to inform you ahead of that he or she wants to use that room. So let's say 6 days is okay. So let me go with 6 days. Then booking delegates automatically accept or decline meeting request. So you can just leave these ones the way they are. So get to next. Okay, now this is review resources. So you are going to review the information you filled. Here we have resource name as conference hall 1. Email address is this. Then the capacity of the hall is this. Location is New York. Phone number we didn't insert that, so not necessary. Let's just move on. So click on create. So once you hit this create, just hold on for this page to load and give you whether the creation is successful or not. So it's going to give us feedback within few seconds. All right. So after that, so I'm going to walk you through on how you can create the other type of mailbox, okay, which is equipment mailbox. It's taking time, but let's just wait. Okay, it has shown us the status of what you created. It said resource mailbox creation successful. So we are done with that, so I will click on done. All right, let me now walk you through on how. See it here, conference hall 1. Sometimes this name may not appear here automatically, and what you need to do is to click on the refresh button, okay, for it to refresh to show you some resources made available here. All right. Okay. Let's create an equipment resource mailbox. Now, what is an equipment resource mailbox? Okay, equipment mailbox is a resource mailbox assigned to a resource that is non-location specific, such as portable computer, projector, microphone, or a company card. All right, what this is trying to tell us is that in equipment mailbox, we are not creating a specific room, just like as we did in room resource mailbox, whereby we have a standby hall, okay, or auditorium, whereby in a particular location, whereby our user can come and hold any meeting inside there or conference inside here there. Okay, but here in this equipment resource mailbox, it's not location specific in the sense that you are booking an equipment. You understand? The user can book an equipment. Maybe you have a computer in your office that is made vacant for users to book in when they want to organize something, or maybe a company's car that a user an employee want to use to go to somewhere in a date that is yet to come. So the person can then you can create the equipment resource mailbox here, and the person can now book it. Once he type some details about the about the resource, he will get it from his own end, and then he or she will book it. Then it's left for you as an administrator to give approval on whether that particular equipment will be free on that particular day. I hope that is understood. All right, so the create equipment resource mailbox, just click on add an equipment resource. All right, this will show us set up equipment mailbox page. All right, so here as usual, what do we now experiment with here? Okay, let's say computer. We have a computer in our office, computer 5. Okay, let's say that. So click inside resource email address, click inside there, so the name will be assigned automatically. Here select domain just as usual. There, next. All right, so set properties, capacity. We can say the capacity computers are just 6 in number. So location New York. All right, let's go with New York. Department, city, and the rest. Like, let's just leave that. So let's move on. So let's leave that. Then we'll click on next button. All right, how many days booking windows does the person do we set here? So the number of days the person have to give you to let you know before that day. Okay, so let's say the person needs to inform me as administrator 10 days before the day, a minimum of 10 days before the real day. Okay, before I can check whether the equipment is vacant for he or she to use. Maximum duration, okay, it can run for 24 hours. If you like, you can change it here. So the meeting you can use the equipment for 24 hours, so I don't have a problem with that. All right, so the next step is to click on next button. Okay, this shows us the details of the equipment mailbox resource mailbox we just created. Resource type, equipment, resource name, computer 5. This is the email address, this is the capacity, this is the location, phone number is not vacant, it's not inserted. So the next is to click on create. So we are waiting for the status to change to successful. Okay, the status has now changed. The status has not changed to successful. As you can see, resource mailbox created successful. So creation successful. So just click on done. Okay, you can see the two resources we just created now, computers and conference hall 1. So they are now one among the resources we have in this our exchange admin center. Okay, so the next step I'm going to take now is to walk you through on how a user can then request for any of these. Maybe for conference hall, can book a space here, or for the computers. But here I will be walking you through on how the user can book this conference hall 1. All right, so on the assumption that there's a user somewhere with his own computer, so he's going to log into his own email address as a member of this company, okay, as a user in this company, then I'll request for this conference one. So let's get started. Okay, I have opened a new incognito window of my Chrome browser, and here I assume I am a user in the company in the organization where the conference room was created. So I'm going to sign into my Outlook account as a user, which is part of the company. Then from there, I will book a room in the conference room that was created, in the conference room mailbox that was created. So let's get started. So I will visit the office, the Outlook website online. So which I can go with outlook.office.com. I hit the enter key of my keyboard. So this will open the Outlook sign in page. Okay, so it says I should sign in. So here, remember, I am a user. All right, so let's assume, okay, let me go and pick a user's email address, then I'll paste and put the password and then sign in. Remember, I'm assuming I'm a user in this section. Okay, so I'm back to admin. The mailbox is, which will I use here? Okay, let's say William is a user now that wants to book a room. So this is the user ID, which you can call the user address, so email address in this company. So I'll copy it and I'll get back to the incognito window. So here I will type the user's email address, okay, which is William Page at godwintech on Microsoft.com. Alright, I'll hit the next button. Then here I need to type the password of this user. Remember, I'm assuming I'm a user in the organization. Yeah, and then hit the sign in button. I'll skip for now. Just try to sign into the. Okay, yes, remember me. Okay, as I am in the inbox section, the next step is to click on calendar, which is this icon here. Once you click on the calendar, click on new events, and then the next is to give this room this meeting a title. Okay, it's a meeting I want to have with some other users of the organization. So let's say 2023 top officers meeting. Okay, after that, attendees, invite attendees. So here you are going to type the email addresses of people you want to invite to this meeting. Okay, you can also invite external users, maybe people that use at gmail.com, but here I want to focus on internal users of the organization. So okay, so let me go with Mike Smart. Do I need to invite him? I have. Okay, let me invite Mike Smart. and some other person. So let's assume these are the two members I want to invite, but I can have a larger number. Okay, then these are the suggested time for us: Tuesday 14:02 and Tuesday again 14:02, and today is 13. So I want to take the date ahead. So I'll come here and click on this date icon. So I want the meeting to hold on March. Okay, so I will select a date in March. Let's say on March 22. So let's just go March 20th. Will I go 23? Okay, 22. Let me go for 22. So these are the times suggested for us for the meeting to last for just 30 minutes. All right, from 13:00 to 13:30. So you can change it if you don't like that. Maybe you want the meeting to last for an hour and the rest, so just change the time the way it suits you. Then search for a room or a location. So this is where we are going to type. You are going to type the room that was created. And if you can remember, the name of the room that was created then is Conference Hall 1. It has shown up. As I typed C, it has suggested it for me. Alright, Conference Hall 1. So I'll click on that. Now it said 15 minutes before. So you are telling the system to send notification to the attendees of the meeting 15 minutes before the meeting. But you can change that. You can decide, okay, let me change to 30 minutes or something higher or something smaller. So click on the drop down here, then select 30. Let me go with 30. Okay, here you can just have a highlight or just tell them something what the meeting is all about. Okay, so let's say top officers meeting. Okay, top officers meeting. Officers meeting. For 2023. Okay, so after that, since you have set everything, just come to this section and click on send. So you can see that event created. So once you send this, the admin of that mail will get a notification that you are about booking that particular hall. All right, so these are just the few steps you need to take, okay, to book the room that was already created initially. All right, so I hope this tutorial helps. Please do well to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. You can take a look and watch the playlist above for more videos. Okay, see you next time, and see you the next time I will make a video on this channel. Thank you.